Welcome back to the channel. If you like, this is the second part of the £2 line, and I wanted to do this video because, like I said in the first video, I believe that the £2 line is a way of measuring any plans. Now, all these videos I've done up to now is just to cover weight loss or weight reduction. So we've looked at Swimming World and we've looked at Weight Watchers. I can forget Weight Watchers, the most popular diet there is. So what I wanted to do was share with you what the results are from the PowerPlan based on myself over the years, and also a group of 6 other people. 2 dropped out due to personal reasons, but we'll put them all together so you can have a look and see what you think. So as we did with the other video, we're having a quick look at the 6-week line, and you can tell that there is dramatic weight loss as we had from the other 2 diets, and this is great. It shows that it will perform. It shows that the first 6 weeks in this case is ideal for people that want to lose weight quickly for holidays, weddings, maybe an operation, maybe people that's trying to have children, just want to lose weight very, very quickly. And this, as you can tell with the chart, very, very easily performs that. So the next thing to have a look at is the 12-week line, and we can tell that, as with diets, the 12-week line does actually tail off a little bit, but we are still losing a substantial amount of weight in there. Once again, this isn't actually costing a fortune. You're doing your own thing. You're just using the habits. You're eating more or less what you would eat anyway. You're just given tips and advice on how to make that a little bit different so that you can start losing weight. Once again, the book also covers weight gain, so there's tips on how you can do that, and also there's key foods that you should avoid if you have diabetes. So, but we are now up to 12 weeks, which is what we call cycle 1. I will do another video about periods and cycles, probably after my holidays, so probably June, July, maybe sooner if I can. But week 12 is looking good. So now let's have a look at week 18, and what we found on week 18 is that we're drawing closer to the £2 line, but it's still coming off at a steady pace, which is quite surprising. That's some of the diets at this point. The people's bored of them and the weight reduction doesn't happen. A lot of people struggle because the body will react against diets, where with this, because you've got the habits, you're doing things on a regular basis but periodically as well, is that the body's confused and it allows you to have the additional weight loss. So also what we're going to do at this point is have a look from the 2010 attempts. So this is a 2017 into 18 attempt, which was done over winter. Now, anybody following me on Facebook in 2010, I at that point said that this plan wouldn't work during winter. Actually, it's now been refined so that it does, and these are the winter results. In 2010 it was done between July to November, so it's a completely different season. I was actually 8 years younger at that point before I went on the spree of putting weight on, which was ridiculous, but I'm writing a book all about it. And what's interesting, if I bring up now those 2 lines, and I'll point them out on the slide, is the lines are extremely similar for the first 18 weeks, and these lines will continue for up to 36 weeks. I've never actually used this thing because for 36 weeks, because it's not only about the weight loss or the weight gain, it's more connected to the diabetes side. It's connected to a healthier lifestyle. It's connected to reducing risks of such things like your cancers, your strokes, heart attacks. If you look at the thumbnails when I'm doing it on this attempt, earlier thumbnails actually show me looking a lot more pasty than where I currently am now. So keep that in mind. The diets that are generally on the market will allow you to lose weight. This is different. This attempts to rewrite the blood. It changes your blood culture. It makes you a much, much better, healthier person. So anybody what's been following me on Facebook and anybody what's been watching these YouTube videos will realise is that the conservatory's had a refurb. and we're in it now. It's a little bit quieter. You probably can hear the washer going. There's always something going in this house. So we've got the washer going at this moment in time, but the lighting's a lot better and it's a lot warmer in here. And just in case you recognise the top, this top was from the very first video when I was doing the vaping and stuff like that, and pretending that people was following me. And if you look at this top now, it is, you know, this is the way it is today, and that's how baggy. This is the reason why I wanted for this video. That's quite literally how baggy this top is. So even though I am still quite overweight, you know, I've lost a dramatic amount since November. But my point to the story is that over the past 4 weeks I've kept with the habits, but what I've not done is really continued with specialist food or with food that you can eat better. It's just a case of I'm running around like an headless chicken. What I want to do is just get on with life, get the surgery sorted out, get some personal and family issues sorted out, and that's what I've been doing. So keeping reasonably healthy, which is what the plan teaches you, over the past 4 weeks, let's have a look at the line. Now what's interesting about that, it's flat, which means during that time period, even though I've probably been stuffing my face, I've not really been monitoring what I've been eating. I have made the efforts of getting a little bit of exercising, but the weight hasn't gone back on, and this is going into the 24th week. You'd expect it to spiral out of control at this point, and it's not done. So for that alone, it shows that this is actually maintainable. And if we actually switch back to the 18-week slide, then you can see there is peaks of weight gain. Now the first peak was simply, it was the Christmas period, and the second peak, it was my birthday. So there was events going on, and there's a reason why instead of losing 2-4 pound in those weeks, I probably stayed the same or I might have put a pound on. If you're losing 3 stone plus, because you know it's time to enjoy yourself. The point is that you don't want to be miserable. You want to do this thing on a regular basis. You need to get it done. So you know you actually gain from it. And like I've said many a time, if 10 people phone me up and say, or send emails and say, look, you know, I've done this, this has worked for me, that is a wonderful thing, and that's all really what I want from it. I know how successful it's been, and when it's up for sale on Amazon, people can put in the comments positive, negative, but I'm hoping for 10 personal emails where people say, look, I've tried to lose weight, or my health is not so good, I've tried this book, I've tried this plan, completely changed my life. Here's a question for you. I did this plan first of all when I was 20, in my early 20s. I was a young lad, didn't really care, didn't monitor any lines, didn't monitor anything, and lost the weight, and the weight care stayed off until, like I say in my book, we had traumatic events. Great. When I was 30, I was diagnosed with a cholesterol condition, which my father had, so since then I've been on things like statins, blood pressure tablets, etc. Always felt well every single day, but it's a catch-22. You actually need the tablets, or if you don't take the tablets, it's a huge risk, is that, you know, you might have a heart attack or something. But my point is, blood pressure tablets, in particular statin tablets, all aid weight gain. So actually doing the first line that we've seen was when I was early 40s, so I've been on the tablets for 10 years plus, and probably the reason why diets are failing in later life. But we've seen the results, and now once again I'm still on the statin tablets. I'm now 49, I'm getting on a bit, but once again we can see the results, which are quite consistent between the 2 time periods. So I've got age against me, I've got working full-time job, I'm writing a book, I'm doing these videos, I'm on tablets now which will encourage weight gain, and I've been now for nearly 20 years. The question is, how's it going to be for people that just want to lose weight? Yeah, sure, we're going to have them health issues, but hopefully people are not going to be that poorly that they're on statins. I wouldn't have been on statins with antimin for an hereditary condition, even though I was overweight. So what interests me is, once again, who does this book help? And secondly, if I can do these results, which, you know, I would say look really, really promising and are encouraging, and I feel great at this moment in time, and I'm benefiting from the weight that I've shedded over the past few months. But my question is, what could you do with it? And hopefully I'll get a lot of feedback over the years and see what people have done and how it's changed their lives. Just to finish off this video, going back to the line, so we've shown you up to 24 weeks, which would be the end of cycle 2. I've written it so it actually goes over 3 cycles. Now the idea is that you start on week 1, which is part of cycle 1, you have a week 0, which is preparation, and you work your way through all the 3 cycles, which is basically up to week 36. Not a lot of people will do that. I've never actually completed this to the end of week 36. I generally get to about week 20 to 24, which is what I've done this time. I know I've lost a lot of weight. I know that the weight will stay off. What I'll do now is keep my weight as it is, probably until about June, have my holidays, and then do probably another 12 or possibly 24 weeks leading up to Christmas. But I know in that time period, I just want to lose probably about another stone, maybe 2 stone at the most. Because I've always been a big person, I don't want to look really thin or anything like that. But you know, losing a little bit would be nice. But also, the more that you do this, the more it'll improve health. But yeah, so just the thing is that you have week 0 preparation, cycles 1, 2 and 3, which is over a 36-week period, and then obviously whenever you stop within that period, so you don't have to do all the weeks for all the cycles, there's a maintenance chapter as well, which tells you how to keep the weight off. And it's all in habit, so if you've done this plan for that long period, it's going to be a doddle to you, because you know it'll just be part of your life. There's many a time when I sit there and I don't do something, and it niggles you, and it's like, oh, I forgot to do that. So anyway, so that's really just to finish off this. It's a little bit of a personal one as well, and I just find it interesting of what's going to happen when this is released in December and people try it. You know, it's going to be interesting, and that's another reason why I want to actively monitor everything what's going on. I want to see what the results are, because at the end of the day, I'm not a doctor, I work in IT. I'm not a dietitian, even though I took the dietitian's exam and passed it. This is just a simple idea that I come up with when I was young and benefit from it. And at this moment in time, my weight's reduced, my health is improved. Diabetes blood test next week, should have gone this week, but I'm doing it next week. If that is now back in normal, I've already won with this. You know, I don't even need to sell a copy, I could just stop now. But I don't want to come on to help other people, I want to share the ideas. So, a quick note about the video. So if you're on the Facebook and you're watching this through the Facebook page, I did schedule the bloopers video for Thursday. I'm going to reschedule that for a few weeks later, mainly because nobody spotted the problem with the black peas video. And we just want, you know, a person to comment, tell us what the deliberate mistake was, and in October we'll send you the free book. Which is good, and so I'm going to replace that probably with how to cook the perfect fried egg, or possibly a book update which I recorded last week when it was bright and sunny and I was outside, but I don't know how that video's turned out yet. It could be just wind and things, who knows. So I'd just like to say thank you for watching. I appreciate your support. I mean, we're getting lots of views, we've got loads of people in the group now. I expected none. So thank you for each and every one of you, because you know, it's starting to feel like it's rolling now. Doing these type of videos is talking more about the plan itself. I'm still writing the book. Once again, not really written it for 2 or 3 weeks. I need to crack on with that. And another reason why I just want to you know, keep up with my habits at the moment, not concentrate on weight loss anymore, just concentrate on getting things done. Okay, so thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you can, like and share on YouTube, and that's the sole income. We're not there yet, in fact we're nowhere near it. And also, if you're watching on Facebook, please share this video, especially share the cooking videos, because people can try it at home and it's just interesting. And hopefully we'll get the word around so that when the book is released, lots of people will get it and benefit from it. So I will see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.